So we're going to go ahead and get the smokers fired up right now, smoker singular. Just using regular briquettes, Kingsford, and we're going to throw some hickory smoke on these wings. We're going to smoke them for about an hour and then we're going to throw them in the fryer. So right now we're just going to get the smoker started. Like we talked about yesterday in our live video, we're going to do some Smokafried wings. We're going to have a whole bunch of different flavors, but they're all going to be cooked the same. So we'll start them off on the cooker. We'll be cooking, what did we say, about, I forgot what we said, 300 degrees. We'll smoke them for about an hour and then we'll throw them in this fryer, flash fry them. They'll probably only be in here a couple minutes. But we'll flash fry them and then we'll toss them in our sauces. So I'm going to go ahead, we got the smoke rolling over here. I'm going to go ahead and throw some oil in here. We're going to throw in about 6 gallons. Really, I just want to put enough oil in here so that when I pull this basket up and set it down to drain, the oil's sitting a couple inches below the basket, so that way that the wings are not still submerged. This is a brand new fryer. Picked it up this morning from Lowe's. It's a Loco cooker. I've never used one of these, and it's way bigger than what I expected it to be, which is cool. Bigger is always better. So that's what we're going with today. Got about 70 wings out right now. We're gonna season probably close to, what do we say, 100, something like that. But all I'm doing is laying the wings out, and then we're just gonna dust them real quick with this Blues Hogs sweet and savory seasoning. It's their chicken, ribs, and pork rub. So I really haven't used this on a whole lot of stuff yet, but I mean, it tastes pretty good off of meat, so I'm sure it'll taste good on it. So we're going to go ahead and dust these wings right here, let them set for a second, and then we'll throw them on the smoker. Alright, so right now, before we opened the lid, the pit was right at about 280. We were trying to get it up to around 300 because it's going to cool down as soon as we throw the meat on there, but 280 is fine. It'll heat back up, but we got about 120 wings right here. Like I said, we got the pit up to about 280. We're going to throw these wings on here, fill this thing up, and then we're going to run this thing around 275 for probably about an hour, let these wings get some smoke on them, and then we're going to throw them in the fryer. got done shooting some guns, blowing up some tannerite. It's a good time, but we're about 45 minutes away from the wings being done. So right now we're gonna go ahead and light this fryer up and let it start getting hot. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these wings right here. See what they look like. Look at them wings! Got a really good color on there. Reddish. Looking really good. We're going to pull these off of here in a second. We got some other wings going on the fryer right now. Those are going from raw fried wings to straight fried. These are right at 160 right now. We're going to pull them off about 160, 165 here in a second. Let them rest for a little while. And then once these finish up, stick these in the fryer for about 2 or 3 minutes. Probably less because we're all hungry. Get a good crisp on there, and then we're ready to toss them.
All right, so we got the camera propped up because it's going to take 2 hands, really. We've been using this instant read thermometer. We're reading about 350 degrees in the oil. And we're just going to flash fry these things because they're already done, so we're not worried about doneness. We just want crispiness. So bring our basket up. Zach's probably got about 20 or so that he's going to drop in there. We don't want to overpack it. We want to make sure they get crispy all the way around. And we're going to flash fry them for 60 seconds.
Pretty much, I'd say just put them in there until they're crispy.
All right, we're exactly 1 minute in. I think we're done. We're going to let them go for another 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds in, that's a minute and a half. I think it's a minute and a half, probably good. We're going to let Joe taste test them, tell us if they're crispy enough. Joe said a minute and a half was perfect.
We ain't even tossed them in anything yet.
Inside already. I was like, dang, you just left them. All right, Zach's inside tossing stuff. The key here is that minute and a half flash fry. We've already got people sampling. They're trying to get us to open a restaurant. But man, that smoke flavor goes so good, and then you flash fry it, you get the best of both worlds of that crispiness. So Zach's inside tossing stuff. You can do whatever you want on the flavors. I'm actually gonna eat mine dry. I think I'm just gonna enjoy the flavor as is. So we'll shoot some more B-roll from here on out, and then we might recap at the end. But that's pretty much it for how to. So we'll see you guys at the end of the video. All right, so we're also doing some French fries today. I figured I'd just show you guys. These are just store-bought bag French fries. The key to French fries is you know when they're done, when they all start floating. Don't chicken out because it's gonna feel like longer than you would expect. When they start floating, they're done.
Frying these things in motor oil. What kind of oil you got?